You gonna get the meal with no fries, and don't lie about how your toast rise and you hold nines, cause we don't believe this wanna be Joe Nah, oh my. You talking about you got battle plans. Homie, please, Erwin Kruger's the only way we're here co-own a league, nigga. You ain't. Now I see how co-operate. So when it comes to the don't top title, we'll never see you at the belt. I mean, honest, I meant to say don't flop. Don't do that. Don't try to disrespect me. You mentioned Chess, said he's a rook. That's why I came in for this check, mate. Don't do that.
And he was a king Versailles. You reckon AG ain't dressing up sweet? On Smack, you were getting pressed by a team. When Chess moved, your set proved you ain't rep for the streets. Cause I thought when kings got checked, queens went for the peace. But you ain't he ain't what he hype. He's basic, so he fake what he write. But it's science though. DNA's gotta make up a life. But trying me is 5p. I ain't explaining it right. You test code, got a bag, and that's just paying the price.
You're Marcus Freckleton. Marcus Freckleton. When I heard that name, I was laughing hella strong. I was like, Marcus Freckle, what? Wait, how was your name Marcus Freckle anything with a face you couldn't see a mark or freckle off? So what want, fam? Do you want action? No, relax, keep it calm and placid. If you start to chat then, I start a madness and quickly turn to Mr. Burns. I'll kill your dance for fashion, you switch off to Rick Ross. You were screwed with the bars before you started rapping, Mr. Street No Corey. You ain't got a street bone, sorry, see me? I just laugh at that shit, I'll smash his brains on a bonnet. Now you really are hood smart, you faggot now. Now you really got hood smart, you faggot, and if you want to react, I'm calm with that shit. Come to me with one problem, but I'm giving you 5 more like a car mechanic. And advice for this battle? The only thing that was good was the grind round. But me, I'll be bored with them lyrics. He's always talking about the fours that he's gripping, the wars that he's been in. I snore when I listen, the weapons he be letting off in all of the killings. I reckon I'm better with metaphors when I'm spitting. Of course I can win it. Because I'm bored with his lyrics. He's always talking about the fours that he's gripping, the wars that he's been in. I snore when I listen, the weapons you be letting off in all of the killings. I reckon I'm better with metaphors when I'm spitting. Of course I'm gonna win it. I can do the same things you do in all of your writtens. It's normal to think you ain't really saying anything at all when you listen. It's just irrelevant flows, generic and old. You sound like a repetitive clone. I'm getting them ghost about time and I'm letting them know you're better before.
We haven't battled at the birthday since Arsenal, where we saw you actually say, if rappers like you weren't rapping this way, then maybe talented rappers like Deps Man would still be rapping today. You think that was okay? It sure got the crowd live, bro. Stylists came alive, they were hyped for that line, bro. What a great reaction. Yeah, that line was alright, bro. Psych, I never give handshakes to psychos who use death as a mechanism to make the crowd hype loads. Had you even heard of Deps Man? Nah, don't act like you'd heard his actual music. You didn't know how JK, Socks and Daps on the map were moving. You just heard about Deps' death. Tried to get reaction through it by linking it to Arse and his bars about the straps he's shooting, but that shit's stupid. You think that link is valid? Prove it, cause I can't fathom how you even got to that conclusion. You tried to capitalize off a man that had died. You should have been battered toothless, and that's the truth. So what if they were clapping to it? So what if they got the crowd gassed and they were rapping to it? This ain't a shot at the fans. I was in the room too, gassing to it, but when I got home and watched it back, I knew it was a shallow move from a rancid human, cause I hated the fact that you spattered to him. I hated the fact you got happy. I hated the fact that you spattered to him. I hated the fact you got happy through it. I hated the fact that the fans weren't booing, and I hated myself for reacting to it. So wait, remember when you spat that line to that person from St. Matthew's High and told him you wished that he was the one in the car crash that died? Well, people cut you slack for that battle rhyme simply because you were just 17 at the time. So you were just 17. That excuse doesn't add up too well, because me, I'm 17 now, but I wouldn't have even spat that at 12, and that's the difference. At 17, you were an absolute melt, you spat lines about the dead and then ran to get help. At 17, I'm out here playing the hand that I'm dealt, because at 17, you should know how to carry yourself.
I've been training, you know, Sylvester Stallone, cracking the X for the road, hitting the flesh in the cold, and running the steps in the snow. Whoa, judging by your frame, Charlie, you need to train better, fam. I will Mayweather, man. Combinations will open him up. I got a safe pair of hands. But it's still getting dropped. We are not the same. I don't mention celebrities I hang with, but I'm dropping names. And yours is next, getting ripped in the middle, seeing as you ain't got core strength. That's no major surprise. Cortez, you fat, you not stocky or hench, but you wanna do gun bars, fat boy? You will not beat me. Clips in a magazine, that's Weight Loss Weekly. I'm watching URL when studying for real deal. Shining him now, not the same rhymer that I have been. The devils took me from the saints like Schneiderlin, so fuck it. Let's do these sort of rhymes. I'll raise my voice, normalize. The 45 will scatter brains like he unorganized. Wait, I need to give my guns names and do slow it down sort of rhymes. I need a gun so big. No, I need it small so it's got to hide. Mini Texas, I hold them and I pocket nines. Wait a minute, Charlie, that could be the slow it down. Texas, hold them, pocket nines.
So this is meant to be my shot. Like if I put my foot down and try, I'd reach my aspirational goal. That one day, I could be this guy. He's always rapping about being a lad on the town. The other hand, he's depressed. He's the saddest of clowns. So from that, here's how a night out with Michael would actually sound. At first he sat with the crowd. He's had some Jaegers. He stinks of the booze that he's had for the sake of the binge, but the night's still young. So now he's draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine he will sniff at a table or sink. He's born eighth of that shit and can easily call up a mate for a hit because he's not even high. Years of taking the sniff has made it so Mick wouldn't feel the amount which would make me go limp. He needs more. So again he's draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine he will sniff, but then some ladies walk in, an 8 and a 6. He blatantly thinks that they need some dick. The mate he is with owes a favour to him, so the 8 goes to Mick while his mate has a 6. He walks over, tells them his occupation is sick, that he's making music and he's famous from it, and they're interested. The conversation is lit when they talk, so he goes to pay for their drinks. Soon enough, the bill racks to 80s, but shit, that's a small price to pay for him gaining a chick, so he'll pay for their drinks. And now they're all draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine they will sniff. But now he's majorly pissed. He's reached the phase where he's sick all over a man with the change for the bins, and it's funny. But he doesn't know that while he's laughing away at all this, that his shirt's now covered in stains with his piss, and the ladies he's with, taking all this, they're disgusted and proper ashamed of him since they have class. They don't want to be seen with his face, and they're quick when they leave him alone where he fails to notice. When he does, he doesn't know he's the reason that made them both split. In his mind, he's quaking and raging. He thinks that his mate has gone been on some shady type shit, that he's snaked and gone with both the 8 and the 6, so he's mad. Hand clenched, made to a fist, as he swears one day that mate's getting hit, but for now, he takes his anger out, draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine he will sniff. Now he's done. No, wait a minute. He'll take one more drink, draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine he will sniff, and he's draining a fifth, taking a sniff, along with some vodka, along with some vodka, he's draining a fifth. The amount of times he's draining a fifth of some vodka along with cocaine he will sniff sounds like Hitman Holler just made a remix. Now he's majorly pissed. Haters could diss, but that don't mean shit when the Jaegers pour in, cause he's happy. Big smile, great on his lips, so later he'll sing when the babe at his hip, but soon enough it's the end of the night, and he starts to feel faint and feel shit as he stumbles back home. Shirt stained and he's sick. He feels the depression which stems from his failures kicking, and in the night he sheds and he changes his skin. He's no longer a lad now. He's a sad clown with no one to entertain, so he sinks back down to the damn ground. Head cradled he whimpers and cries in his mind, thinking dangerous things going inside where he might walk straight for the kitchen where he's taking a thin blade from the sink, aim for his wrist, starts scraping till it's making a slit. They're not able to stitch, and when the neighbours walk in, so they have a fit, but I'll stop right there.